They are going to be calling you Super Soldier Steve of Stability after this workout, brother. Welcome back to Self Built. Today I'm going to be showing you a couple exercises and some fun things that you can use your earthquake slash bamboo slash PVC stability bar. It's been a few months since I've had this built. I've been able to test it more and more on how much weight it can hold or just different exercises that feel really good with it. So I'm going to take you through some of my favorite ones. I can guarantee there'll be a couple ones that you don't expect. So let's jump into it.
Some of the first exercises that come to mind while using this stability bar is any sort of bench press. Here we're doing some incline, and I gotta tell you, this feels so good on so many different ways. With it being able to flex as you push, it's also got some long chain, so the weights are wiggling all over the place. It is the ultimate stability exercise. I like that I'm able to do incline and flat. I haven't tried decline yet, but when I'm having the weights all the way out for the maximum wiggleness, I've gone up to doing 45 on each side. I'll eventually move up to more and more weight, but it's got a pretty good bend. I don't know how much more it can take. I'm guessing maybe another 10, 20 pounds max, but we'll just see how it goes. One thing that you'll notice is if you want to make it as hard as possible, you want to do some pause reps when you're at the top, and when you're at the bottom, it just makes it so you have to stabilize so much. Here's a great angle where you can kind of see how much bowing and wiggling you're getting. It's a lot of fun. And I have found that my favorite way to set up the weights are to have it start from the ground instead of having it on a traditional bench where there's some spotter arms. This way you're able to tailor it exactly to whatever length is best for you. And you also have a spot if you end up failing. There's one small back draw, and if you have the bar touching your chest, once you're pushing the weight up, it does give you a couple inches that you lose for range of motion just because it bends so much, but it's not really a big deal for me. I really enjoy it, and it really just activates so much stability. And if you're wondering how to change the weights, it's quite a snap. Just take the carabiner off, slide off the plate, and put a new one on or take one off. That's for using 2-inch plates. And then if you want to really switch it up, just flip your hands upside down, and it really changes the stability muscles that get involved. So it might look different, but it'll feel way, way different. And this isn't really an exercise you see very often anyways, doing some underhanded chest presses. Again, with you being able to have it set at a certain limit of how far the bar goes down, it's a very safe way that you can do it. A lot of fun. Definitely recommend this one. Next favorite one that I've found is standing military press. This is something that I'm not able to do with normal weights because my ceiling's a little bit low, but with the weights being underneath me, I'm able to go all the way up. I don't have to have an exaggerated wide stance with my feet, and it adds so much stability. This thing is a lot of fun. If you think normal standing military press is difficult, give this one a try. I also like that you can do any of these presses doing an open palm or false grip, and it feels pretty secure. The reason being is that the pipe doesn't rotate, so once you get it set in your palm, it's pretty much staying there unless you got really sweaty hands. So for me, I'm way, way more comfortable when I have my thumb tucked in for a false grip. It just feels more comfortable for my joints and elbows, so that's what I've always gone with if I'm able to. So it's just a really nice thing you can try. And then if you're wanting to really spice this one up and try something for extra stability, might be a little controversial, but what we're going to do is we're going to slide this pipe right behind my head, and we're going to do some reverse military press. This one still feels really nice, and if for any reason, if it feels like you need to fail, or once you get so tired, just bend your knees and let the weights touch the ground, and you're good to go. And you can set how low you want the bar to go, so you're not going to overextend whatever range of motion or capability your shoulder's feeling that day. So it's really up to you. Next, this might not seem very stabilizing, but for curls, I really like this. Just the width of the bar, and with the bar not rotating at all, just feels different, and it feels like I don't have to squeeze as hard or stabilize as much with my wrists. I'm just able to work my biceps a lot more. And if you look at the bar, it does bend slightly, so it's helping you turn your pinkies up a little bit, so you get a little more bicep activation. And then you can try this other variant where I've got my elbows pushed into my waist as much as possible, kind of like a preacher curl. It just helps those elbows stay in one position. And boy, I gotta tell you, you get some crazy bicep stretch and activation in this one. I got a crazy pump from all these different ones. I would absolutely encourage you to try these.
And that's the end of this video. I hope this helped. Hope it made you want to build your own. If you wanted to and you don't know how, I'll leave a link in the description of the video of how I built this. Spoiler alert, it's very easy and very cheap to make. I'm sure there'll be more exercises to come, and I want to keep testing the weight capacity of this just to see how it feels on the maximum wiggle setting. So I'll just keep you guys updated with that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments below. I always read and reply to every one of you, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. If you could do me a huge solid, watch one of these videos over here, and don't forget to punch in or take it on that gain train, and we'll see you next time on More Self Built.